Wake up, Nigeria. After a long conversation with my sisters on the conversation about religious and ethnic bigotry and how it irks my soul, I came to conclusions. One, that Nigeria has different peoples, different cultures, and we have found a way to live together regardless of those differences for hundreds of years. But every election cycle, the political elites magnify those differences to their own advantages, and we, the ruled, foolishly allow them to use us to propagate their agenda for them to keep holding on to power. Two, it's them against us. The political class against the masses. They don't see tribe when they share the national cake. They're friends. Their children marry across tribes. It is ourselves we kill in conflicts. We lose friends, ostracize, block, and even hate one another for differences that have always been there, will always be there. But don't divide us until election cycles. 3. There are good and bad people in each tribe. Yes, we cannot discountenance the experiences that people have had from people of other tribes. You rent your house to people of a tribe and they destroy it, refuse to pay rent, cheat you, or even totally steal it from you. Yet, the people of my own tribe sell the same land to 4 different people and watch them fight over the land in court or sometimes kill themselves. They're just wicked people, period. 4. Yes, the differences in culture may repulse us sometimes. To some of us, respect is paramount. To another culture, money is king. Let's agree, though, that there are pros and cons to each culture. I mean, how can you believe it's okay to kill a human being you see, know, may have even related with, in the name of an unseen God? Oh, foolish Nigerian, who bewitched you? And even though respect of elders is a good thing, it can be used negatively to suppress superior arguments, cheat people just because you were born before them, or at the extreme, keep minors silent when they're being abused, especially sexually. On the other hand, even though the love of money is the root of all evil, being lazy is also not a good thing. Some people sit on their lazy butts waiting for family inheritance when their age mates have hustled out wealth and inheritance for their own children. So there are pros and cons to each culture. Let's not demonize people because we do not like their culture. 5, and this is most important, the colonialists who brought us together as their business interests knew we were different, but still amalgamated us in such a way that we will never have peace. We ought to identify that and seek true federalism, allowing each region manage its own resources and develop at its own pace, rather than suppressing one another and creating more discriminations and conflicts that the political class use to perpetuate themselves in power. I mean, if we can't unite, how do we demand our freedom and citizens' rights? No slave master will let you go free without you fighting for your freedom. This seems like the most viable solution because if we choose division, then you would know that Nigeria is not actually 3 countries. The tribes will start to fight themselves for ethnic superiority. It's then you will know that the Yoruba nation has Ijebu, Ijesha, Ekiti, Egba, Awori, Oyo, Egon, and so on nations. Same for the Igbo, Hausa, Fulani, Ijaw, and other nations within Nigeria. It doesn't make sense to become 400 countries, does it? As Nigerians, we have competitive advantage in the Committee of Nations. Let the federal government represent us at that level, but each state should be in control of their resources and only the armed forces should remain on the exclusive list. Infrastructure like power, roads, agriculture should be based on tapped resources from each state. Let each state have its own local police and each local government their own community watch. Now, these suggestions are not new. The political class are just lazy and enjoy the status quo. They sit on their lazy behinds, if I must say, and enjoy allocations from other regions while blaming the federal government for not allowing them develop. Yet, if we keep on being their propaganda machines, magnifying ethnic differences that ought to be blessings, like we have been caused to be created differently, how will we focus on the real issues? They distract us and we follow like mumus who can't think for themselves. How can you have 60% of your population living in abject poverty and the discussion is about which ethnicity my father is from? Oh, foolish Nigerians. Why have you allowed the thieving class be with you? A united Nigeria has many benefits. Let's focus on the issues that make it work, rather than fighting ourselves during elections while the colonialists laugh at us in their bedrooms and the political class drain our resources away for their own children. I mean, why can't we focus on the issues, dissect the facts from what Professor Wole Soyinka and Chimamanda Adichie are saying, rather than attacking their personalities? Oh yes, I'm one to attack the messenger, especially if it's a messenger that works for the government or one former minister, that one that has changed parties so many times, I've become dizzy from trying to keep up. Yes, I would attack them, because most times they're just throwing insults around anyway without really saying anything. But I mean, renowned scholars like Professor Wole Soyinka and Chimamanda Adichie discussing our polity, we ought to listen to them and really talk about the facts of their discourse rather than attacking their personalities. That's what we are really about. Don't let the politicians, make us their propaganda machines to their advantage, like I said. Wake up, Nigeria. You and I will succeed in 2023.